Like fireflies on a still summer night, they gently dot and illuminate the infinite velveteen sky. Stars.
Welcome to our virtual teaching demonstration in Science Grade 5.
I am teacher Haydee Evardone.
I am teacher Jinkie Villegas.
I am teacher MaryJane Mancao.
I am teacher Anable Angana.
Good morning, pupils! To begin our class, let's start with a prayer.
Now you can sit properly on your chairs.
Just be present if I call your name. Angana,
Present.
Miss Evardone,
Present.
and lastly Miss Villegas.
Present. At the end of this lesson, the pupils should be able to answer the following question. What are the characteristics of stars?
What are some of the well-known discovered stars?
What are the similarities and differences between the Earth and the star?
And lastly, why do stars tend to twinkle at night?
Now class, these are stars. I want to ask you, who is your favorite stars? What makes you like this person? And what makes them a star? Okay, I will call Miss Villegas.
It's Marian Rivera, teacher.
Why?
Because she's so gorgeous.
Wow. What about you, Miss Mancao?
For me, teachers, it's Kim Chu.
Why?
Because she is kind.
Wow, she is kind. What about you, Annabelle?
It's Sarah Geronimo because she is so talented.
Oh, more, Miss Villegas?
It's Daniel Padilla, teacher.
Why?
Because he is handsome and also smart.
Wow, those are the characteristics of the stars. Yes, class. A person is a star when he or she becomes popular and outshines others. The real stars also has characteristics that makes them shine compared to other celestial bodies. Now class, let's watch a video. Group yourselves into 4 members. Each member will write something in your notebook with your pen. Okay, pupil 1, describe the appearance of the stars. Pupil 2, describe the movement of the stars. Pupil 3, describe the sizes and distances of the stars. And pupil 4, compare the stars based on their appearance. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to write it in your notebook. And after you write it in your notebook, I will give you another 4 minutes to share it with your group. Okay, so now class, what are the stars? Very good. Stars are celestial bodies that give off light and heat. They are found miles away from our planet.
So how will you describe the appearance of the star? Yes, Jake. Yes, of course. Stars are bright and glowing. Most stars appear in the night with the color white, while others stars have different colors. So, what about why do stars seems to be moving? Yes, Anna. Yes, of course. Stars seems to be moving because Earth is moving. So what do you notice on the sizes and distances of the stars? Yes, Jake. Yes, of course. Stars are big, and also there are stars which is small. And also there are stars who are closer and also apart from each other. So how do stars differ from one another? Yes, Anthony. Yes, stars differ in one another in sizes, in colors, and also in distances. And now let's go to the characteristic of Sun. So Sun is the nearest star to Earth. It is the main source of heat and energy which are essential in supporting life. So like all the stars, Sun is composed of hot glowing gases. Other stars are invisible at daytime because Sun outshines them. So at night, when one side of Earth is not facing Sun, other stars are visible and shining brightly. So stars are composed of hot glowing gases which are a result of nuclear fusion. So when you say nuclear fusion is a reaction that happens within the atoms of the given elements which allows stars to produce their own energy in the form of heat and light. So the gases within the stars are held together by a strong gravitational forces. The strong gravitational forces are forces of stars also attracts objects around it. So most of the stars we see at night appear to be white, though the other colors of stars are blue, yellow, orange, and red. So the color of the star tells it temperature. So the blue stars are the hottest. The reddish star are the coolest. Sun is a yellow star, not as hot as a blue star but hotter than a red star. So stars vary in size and they are categorized based on their diameter measurement. The smallest stars, known as neutron stars, can measure from 20 to 40 kilometers in diameter.
So, okay class, please listen carefully because after this we have a quiz. So, let's continue the discussion about size of characteristic of stars. So, a white dwarf has a diameter that is almost similar to size of Earth. The Proxima Centauri is considered a red dwarf. And giant stars are 100 times bigger than Sun. Example of this is a giant star are the blue giant, which is Rigel, and the red giant is the Aldebaran. So stars that are bigger than the giant stars may be classified as supergiants. Like Orion, Betelgeuse, and Antares are supergiants. So there are also hypergiant stars. These stars have a diameter bigger than the orbit of Mars. An example of this is the UY Scuti. So, do you have questions before we proceed our discussion, class? So no questions, so let's proceed. The luminosity. So when we say luminosity is the total amount of energy radiated by the star per second. A star is luminous when it is hot, large, or both. So twinkling stars is a stars constantly radiate light, but the light they produce travels as a straight line. As the light passes through Earth's atmosphere, it bends in different directions, making them look like sparkling.
Comparison of Earth and star. Earth and star have similarities and differences. Earth and star have their own masses, which means they also possess gravitational force. This makes them pull objects towards them. Sun, a star, pulls the planets towards it. Earth pulls moon towards it since has a stronger gravitational force. Sun pulls the planets and their moons towards it. In terms of shape, Earth is not a perfect round as it bulges on the side and flattened on the pole. Most may seem to be round, but stars do not have a perfect spherical shape too. In terms of composition, stars are made up of hot glowing gases, which Earth is composed of rocks. Stars, except from neutron stars, do not have a solid surface. They also compose of glowing gases. Earth's surface is being covered by land and water, which is also surrounded a thick blanket of gas. In terms of size, some stars are much bigger than Earth. Sun is 109 times bigger than Earth. Other stars are smaller than Earth. These stars fall under the category of neutron stars. Given the characteristic of stars, life is not possible to thrive in them.
However, the ability of star to produce heat and light energy is necessary to support life, just like how sun supports life on Earth.
So what is a star? And what are the different characteristics of stars? Miss Evardone.
Stars are glowing balls of helium and hydrogen gas. Their characteristic varies in terms of size, color, brightness, and temperature. Now, aside from the sun, cite a well-known discovered stars.
Antares,
UY Scuti, Betelgeuse, Rigel.
Aldebaran,
Do stars twinkle at night? Why or why not, Miss Angana? Stars do not twinkle. They only seem to due to the bending of lights as it passes through Earth's atmosphere.
So now let's have a quiz. Please get one half sheet of paper and answer the following question. So, okay, well done. Please exchange your paper to your seatmate. So let's check your paper. Write if the characteristics describe Earth and S if the characteristics describe star. So number 1, can produce its own heat and light.
Stars.
So correct. So number 2, can support life. What is
E.
your answer? What?
Earth.
Okay. So that's correct. So number 3 has a relatively spherical shape.
S. Star.
Yeah, that's correct. So number 4, composed of hydrogen and helium gases.
Star.
So that's correct also. And lastly, number 5, composed of rocky materials.
E. Earth.
Okay, that's correct. So for the part 2, please pass your paper because I'll be the one to check.
Okay, class, always remember,
Be grateful of God's creation, the beauty of nature, like the stars above that we gaze at night time. There are various things above us, which give brightness and light that we humans sometimes cannot comprehend the amazing beauty of nature.